episode 909, and we are live in Southwest Florida at the beach. This is the beautiful Gulf of Mexico behind me, and we've got some really big and loud rollers behind me, which if you're familiar with the Gulf of Mexico, you'll know that most days we have very small and relaxing waves, so it's kind of a nice treat to see these big waves today. If you are joining me live, please say hello. If you have any questions for me, please always feel welcome to ask. That's the beauty of live. And, you know, if I know the answer, I'll help you. And if I don't know the answer, I won't be able to help you, at least not right away. Sometimes it takes me some research or guiding you on where to go to find the answer to your question. Like, for example, if someone asks me on, I don't know, any one of the over 800 patterns that I've designed in my career, someone may say, how many yards do I need to make this? I don't know off the top of my head always. Sometimes I do, but not always. So if I don't know the answer, I will guide you to the best way to finding the answer to your question. But if I do know the answer off the top of my head, I'm more than happy to answer, even live if I can. Good morning, Grace, Lily, Joe, Dory, good morning. Yeah, the waves are special today. This is something we don't see every day. Hi, Carrie, and I parked at a different parking area that I don't normally park at. Hi, Kathy, Lily, Terry, Sharon, good morning. I did parking area 3 at Wiggins Pass, and we are definitely going to do a little walk over to the entrance because it's so gorgeous, and I forgot how much I love this entrance. And I think there are some great photo opportunities for new patterns up here. Hi, Julie. Hi, Mary, which reminds me, I did release 3 new patterns yesterday. Did not remember to bring them to show you this morning. Hi, Constance, but I've shown them multiple times. If you get emails from me, you got an email about it. If you checked out my website yesterday, you would have seen them there as well. And I'll talk more about them. 3 new patterns were released yesterday. The Elsa Hooded Knit Tunic Vest, the Savannah Easy Knit Vest, and the Aurora Cardi Wrap Vest. One of them is in Be So Vivid yarn, and the other 2 are in Be So Easy yarn. So worsted weight and bulky weight, super quick to work up. All of them are easy, and they all are gorgeous. So if you got an email from me yesterday, I spelled out with lots of detail where to find the free pattern page, where to download the ad-free $1.99 PDF with charts, where to find the yarn, which yarns were used, which colors were used, and how many balls were used. And any updated video links were also included in that email. I try to keep my emails very convenient, so if you've seen something here or there in social media from me, whether it's here on YouTube or elsewhere, I try to keep things really convenient there so that you have all of the links at your fingertips. Hi, Consuelo. Hi, Terry. Oh, you're welcome, Terry. Hi, Judy. Thank you. Hi, Angela. Yeah, lots of great patterns released yesterday. When I have videos for them, obviously they will be featured here, and they will also be shared as links in an upcoming email. And also, anytime I add a video to a pattern, I then link that video on the pattern page as well. Hi, Faye and Reed. So again, I'm human. Yes, I forget sometimes. Sometimes things aren't 100% organized, but I do try to do my best. And so, for example, if a pattern has videos, I've embedded those videos on the pattern page as well. So if it's available, it should all be in one spot. Hi, Jackie and Joan. Good morning. Welcome back to the show, everybody. This is episode 909. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and it's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Hi, Donna. Hi, G. Good morning. All right, looks like quite a few people have made it over from pre-chat and notifications. Hi, Marcia. And if I remember, I'll bring the samples of the newer patterns to the show on Monday. I just ran out the door. Judy, yes, Judy is sharing a link to our live premiere video that's going to happen right after the show this morning. The Callie Mae Crochet Cowl video part 2 is going to live premiere at 9:30 this morning, so you can watch that with me. If you check out my YouTube channel, I have a bunch of videos scheduled for next week already as well. Don't remember off the top of my head. I'm not as organized as I thought I'd be this morning, and I was so proud of what I did organize this morning. Oh, by the way, if you watched the beach yoga video yesterday and you liked it, please take, and you are not 100% sure on the I'm 8 shows away from 1,000. No, I'm 909, so that would be 91 shows? I guess we're close. 91 shows away from 1,000, is that right? Hi, Lori. Good morning. Okay, so what I was going to say is, if you would like more information about the poses that I shared in the beach yoga video yesterday, there is a link to a blog post on that video that will take you to my blog, or just go to my blog. If you go to my website, at the very top bar, click on the word blog and it'll take you to my blog, and there's a blog post about the beach yoga episode. It's episode 908 of the Kristin Omdahl show, and there I tell you which poses I did, along with a detailed description of how and why to use those poses. Maybe not why, but how to do them. So if you need some help with that, the information is there. I am very happy to be sharing yoga with you. If you don't like it, obviously you don't have to watch it. No problems, and no hurt feelings if you don't want to watch it. But at one of the comments that I got yesterday about it was absolutely, well, actually a couple of the comments. One person thanked me for sharing more overall wellness. We talk about the health benefits of knitting and crochet all the time, and the health benefits of journaling all the time. And someone pointed out that they appreciated the fact that I've created a more encompassing wellness type of a vibe by adding yoga to it as well. And I appreciate that. Thank you, because I do think overall wellness of our mind and our body and our soul is super important. Which leads me to the next comment that I really appreciated yesterday as well, where someone said she appreciated the beach yoga because anything she can do to settle her mind and get her in a more relaxed state makes her more creative and allows her to enjoy her knitting and crochet and creative endeavors even more. Yes, that's why I do it in the first place, and that's why I wanted to share it with you as well. There's always more to a story than what you may see from the surface. And so hearing that comment really validated why I did it. And again, is everybody going to enjoy it? No, and that's okay. I don't expect anybody to enjoy 100% of what I do 100% of the time. I'm a human being, and I have my own taste, I have my own quirks, and I have my own faults. I don't expect anybody to be 100% happy with me all the time. However, I'm doing the best I can, and when I know better, I do better. And gosh, if those aren't words to live by, I don't know what are. Hi Barb, good morning. Does anybody have any questions about that or want to share your thoughts on beach yoga? What I plan on doing is maybe mixing up beach yoga with beach walk videos, because I feel like it's a nice combination of things that put you in a relaxed state of mind, which then gives you the opportunity to be more open to learning new things as well, which is really great as a setup for crafting time. Okay, somebody asked about the earrings, and Judy's posting a link to them. I am wearing the Kelly crochet earrings, which is a crochet motif that I stretch onto an earring. This is the 60mm size, and it's explained on the pattern page. The link at the Amazon shop offers multiple sizes of the hoops. Yes, these are the 60mm. However, you can do this on any size hoop. You would just need to make your motif the right size for the hoops. It's a very simple pattern and easy to modify. If you wanted to do a smaller hoop, you could probably do less rounds. If you wanted to do a bigger hoop, you could add more rounds. Either way, you could modify this to fit different size hoops. However, if you're going to use the same yarn, same hook, same gauge, this is the 60mm size that you will find at the link in my Amazon shop for the actual hoop earrings. And the crochet pattern is called the Kelly Crochet Earring Pattern. It's available in my book, 80 Handmade Gifts, and it is also available as a single pattern on my website, which Judy has linked in the live feed here. Thank you so much, and it will be part of the show notes later today. How cute are they? I love them, and I definitely really enjoy wearing a bandana on my head too. That's fine too, Anna. I'm hoping that the beach yoga videos as well as the beach walk videos are great for people who can't walk and can't do yoga as well, because there's so minimal speaking in it that you can really just focus on the nature. I know a couple weeks ago when I released a beach walk video, there was someone who is wheelchair bound who told me that she appreciated the video so much because she hasn't been able to have the experience of walking on the beach in years, and it made her feel like she was getting to go for a walk. So, you know, there are ways to enjoy something even if you can't do 100% of what you want to do. There's a way to enjoy anything, and so if yoga is not for you for any number of reasons, you can still enjoy the beach or just enjoy me watching me be doing something. There's ways to enjoy it, and again, if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it either. No hard feelings there. Okay, I also released a new recipe video yesterday for my bean soup recipe, and I noticed a lot of people were excited about that. There were some questions and comments about, can I use one of my kitchen appliances to make this, aka Instant Pot, slow cooker? Of course you can. The reason why I did it very simply, old school, in a pot on the stove, is because I wanted to show people the most simple way to do it, so that if you know how to convert recipes to Instant Pot or to slow cooker, you absolutely could do it in any of those devices or appliances as well. I just wanted to do it in the most simple way, and then you can decide if you want to speed up that cooking time doing any of the other ways. Obviously you could use canned beans as well. You don't have to soak beans overnight. And all of those questions are wonderful and they're important, and I appreciate them so much. And anytime you want more information about a video, it really does help to read the comments, because you wouldn't believe how many wonderful questions are asked on any number of videos. And I reply to as many of the comments as I possibly can, so you can get even more answers to questions that way too. And remember, we're human beings. We're more alike than we are different. Chances are some of your questions have been asked in those comments as well. It's a super healthy soup because it has so many veggies in it. You might even be surprised at how many veggies I put in. But that's one of the ways that I like to keep things healthy, is by adding more veggies than maybe even necessary to recipes. It keeps the calories down, it keeps the nutrition high. All right, you may be wondering what I was holding up in the thumbnail this morning before I went live, and before I show you, which I'm going to show you, it's right here. I put up my Christmas tree this week, and the reason I put up my Christmas tree this week is because I need to start showing, with plenty of time for people to make, things that you can make for your holiday decorations this year, including a new tree skirt or decorations. And this is my open call question to you. What would you like me to teach you how to make for holiday decorations this year? One of the yarns that I have that just screams holiday to me is Be So Scrubby yarn. This yarn has that iridescent, almost sparkly quality to it, and it's super light, it's super indestructible, and it has this gorgeous texture to it. It reminds me of Winter Wonderland. It reminds me of snowflakes. So I thought, what could be more fun than this yarn for making snowflakes, for decorations for a classroom? Whether you're a teacher or you know a teacher, making snowflakes for decorating walls would be so fun. Making beautiful wintry frosted flowers to put on a tree, white poinsettia flowers to put on a tree would be gorgeous. And not only that, but I just love having my tree up because I love looking at the lights at night. Sometimes I debate leaving it up year round because the lights make me so happy. Anyway, I decided to start with a Christmas tree skirt, and so I'm going to show you. I've made it quite a ways around. It will be totally round with the hole, and I'll just have to tie it at the one side. I have some different leaf shapes, and I have some beautiful popcorn stitches. These are 6 treble crochet popcorns in like clusters in the center, and then at the very bottom here, after I do a scalloped edge, I'm going to add bobbles to the scalloped edge to tie in those, or not bobbles, popcorns. So these popcorn clusters here will be repeated after this row. There's going to be a second row of, there's going to be a second section of popcorns. Isn't that beautiful? I started this yesterday. I guess that was pretty quick, huh? I'm using Be So Scrubby yarn, which is number 3 DK weight. I'm using an H8 or 5mm crochet hook. Obviously there will be a pattern when it's done. Obviously it's not done yet, and because it's not done, I really can't give you an idea of how many balls of yarn it is right now, but I will share that with you as soon as I know it. There'll be a chart, written instructions, videos, and information on how much yarn you're going to need. Also, I wanted to point out, this would be an amazing cape or shawl in another yarn too, if you wanted to make it like a really an outerwear, warm cape poncho. You could do this in Be So Easy yarn and make it nice and big and squishy, or you could do this for something more delicate like a shawl cape. You could do this also in Be So Sporty yarn, and that would be really beautiful as well. It's going to be amazing. So I do think that if you did it in different yarns, you could get different effects, but I think Be So Scrubby yarn is going to make a beautiful winter wonderland tree skirt for my Christmas tree. Can you see the little bit of sparkle and texture in the yarn? Hopefully that's showing up on camera. I just love the combination of the leaves, the mesh, and those clusters of popcorn stitches. And I think seeing the popcorns again in the scalloped edge at the bottom is going to be great. I've got, I think, 2.5 rows to go, and then I'll be done. So yay, I'm very excited. And then I'll make some ties along the back and along the open side so that I can tie it and secure it to the tree. So there should be a pattern coming soon. Does anybody have any questions about that? And again, what would you like me to teach you how to make for holiday decorations? Let me know. Would you like to see ornaments? Would you like to see flowers? Would you like to see snowflakes? Obviously there's going to be a tree skirt. Would you like to see garland? Let me know. All right, while I'm waiting on feedback on that, Grace, all the above. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Grace. I think all the above needs to happen too. I'm gonna agree with you there. All right, I'm gonna put my shoes on real quick because I do want to take you for a little walk here and show you so many beautiful things. Yes, and I know most people watch the recording of this show, so please feel welcome to leave your comments and suggestions for holiday projects in the video description when the live button is no longer active, when this is a recording. Let's turn this around because I gotta show you where we're at this morning. So first of all, the beach, obviously gorgeous. Sound of the waves, amazing today. It's almost disappointing that I'm talking over them. Yeah, I think snowflakes are great too, because then it's not limited to just people that celebrate Christmas. I like being inclusive whenever possible, so snowflakes are universal to winter wonderland, and regardless if you celebrate religious holidays or not, of any particular religion. So here is the entrance. Like, okay, isn't that a photo in itself? Standing right there showing some sort of a shawl or garment framed in these trees. I love this idea for a photo right here. I think standing on the edge of this slanted boardwalk would be a gorgeous photo too. especially backlit, if like the sunlight was in my hair and in the halo on like Be So Vivid yarn. I think that'd be an amazing photo. But I think this whole area is so gorgeous. So here's the end. That would be a great photo too. Yes, wreaths are a great idea as well. Thank you. Look at the framing of that tree. That'd be great for photos. Anyway, let's take a look around here. We've got some picnic tables and benches. And barbecues. I just can't get over the trees. Oh, here's that vine that grows pink flowers. I don't know what it is. Can you see a little bit of the pink there? That's the one I see on the ground sometimes at the beach, in different sections of the beach. Okay, so anyway, so if you follow that boardwalk, it'll take you all the way to the cars. There's the parking lot out there. But look at how big this area is back here. That's a sea grape. Can you see the grapes on the tree? I do not know if they're edible, and I do not intend to check it out. Here is one of our massive cypress trees. Look at these beauties. This shot here, I just love looking up at these. Here's another one, another big cypress tree. Isn't this amazing though? Like, we came here to go to the beach, and we love every single part of the beach, right? But yet, we've got all this in here too. I'd be excited to come to a park that just had that, let alone the beach. I mean, I've been coming here for what, a year now? Maybe not quite a year. I still marvel. There's my little towel and my setup. And there's those big cypress trees that we were looking up at. Can you see the scale? Wow. Yes, I'm in Naples for whoever was asking. So here's the beach to the south of us. That looks fun and scary. Stand-up paddleboarding looks fun to me if you could guarantee that I wouldn't fall off. The idea of falling off and worrying about jaws and then having to scramble to get back up is what stops me from stand-up paddleboarding. I know, the sky's beautiful, everything's beautiful here today. I'm so excited to finish this because now that my tree is up, I can actually put the tree skirt around my tree as soon as I'm done, and I'm only like 2.5 rows away, although the rows are massive at this point. And like I said, the next row is all popcorn stitches, which means it's going to be really slow, but so worth it. I just think the texture of these popcorn stitches on this yarn are so gorgeous, and to see that effect on the scallop. Debbie, that's a great point to point out that this is early for a Christmas tree, and you are absolutely right in the real world, but I'm a designer, and think about it. If I'm going to put up my tree and show you patterns at the appropriate time, would you have time to make homemade things for your tree? No. So as somebody that works behind the scenes, then I have to do things early. It's kind of like how if a designer, let's say Michael Kors, or who's one of your favorite designers, I can't, even Target, whoever designs for any business, they usually, even magazines, they work sometimes a year in advance to get things up. And so for someone like me who's a much smaller business than Target or Michael Kors or anyone else big, I'm still a lot smaller than any of them, I still have to do things far enough in advance that they make sense and give people ample time to order their yarn, download their pattern, and make it in their spare time before the holiday hits. So some years I've not been as good about it as others, and so this year I'm definitely trying to stay on schedule. And so yes, putting up my Christmas tree in September is by far the earliest I've done it. But if I didn't work out of my home, I would have a studio where I would set up a fake tree to do this like other businesses would do. But because I work from home, I have to do things a little more mixed up like that. So good point though. Any other questions? I love all the questions, everybody. Thank you, Judy. Isn't it kind of fun to hear the behind the scenes anyways? I think it's kind of fun. I know when I follow other businesses or other people, I definitely like to see how they do things behind the scenes. And it's never too early to start with Christmas presents too. And you might want to consider some of my books about gift giving. I have 80 handmade gifts and 52 crochet gifts. There are so many wonderful gift ideas in there, and we talk about things that are last minute gifts all the time, like these earrings. It's never too early to start working on Christmas presents or holiday presents or getting a stash of birthday presents. It's never too early to talk about gift giving, because there are gift giving opportunities throughout the year, not just at the holiday season, and so many ways to tell someone that you care by doing things handmade and with so much thought. There's just nothing more precious than a handmade gift, in my opinion, and I know a lot of you must agree with me because you all are crafters as well, or many of you are. Terry started knitting gifts in July. Good for you. That's a great pace. That's a great pace. All right. I grabbed a book today for doing a quote. I have a question. 4 projects going at once. Does that mean I have ADD? That is a great question. No, it does not necessarily mean you have ADD. If you have 4 projects going at once, I actually encourage having multiple projects going at once, because on any given day you may be in a different mood or a different concentration level for working on any number of things. You can't, sometimes, I mean, we'd like to control, but you can't always control how you're going to feel on any given day, or how much stress is going on in other parts of your life, or how much free time you have, or what you're worried about. There are so many different factors, or how you feel, just how you feel about anything. So having a variety of projects to work on so that you can choose the project that you feel the most joy about as you're making it is great. So let's say you have 4 projects going. Let's say you have a couple of knit, couple of crochet, couple of easy, couple of more challenging projects. Depending on how many minutes you have to work on it, you may want to go with something easy versus something more advanced. If I've only got a couple of minutes, I don't want to work on something with a lot of rows. I want to work on something small, right? Also, if your concentration level is maybe not where it needs to be for something that's more advanced, then it's a good idea to have something easier as well. But again, it might have to do with maybe you're working on something with dark yarn and light yarn, and your lighting may be bright or not as bright. There are so many factors that make one project more optimal at any given time. So I think that it's wonderful to have a variety of projects going at once, because you never know what's going to be the right project at the right time, or what you're in the mood for. What if you're more excited about one thing than the other? Instead of shaming yourself for not being excited about a project on any given day and forcing yourself to work on it, why don't you choose which of the 4 you're most excited about and work on that until you're more excited about the other ones? I just think that there's no reason at all to shame yourself for working on more than one project at a time, or think there's something wrong with you. We are human beings with very complex emotions that can sometimes change quickly, and if that's the case, your interest in different projects can change, or your level of interest, let's say. That's assuming you like all 4 projects and you're enjoying all 4 of them. On any given day, your level of interest might be higher for one over the others, and for that reason, I think it's wonderful to have multiple projects. Did I say something wrong? Why are you saying oops? If I said something wrong, I apologize. Yep, switching between knitting and crochet can help your hands. I agree with that as well. Ah, okay. No problem. That's awesome, Geraldine. She made 13 pairs of fingerless mitts last year for gifts. That's wonderful. Okay, why don't we pull out a quote? I don't remember where we started on this one. So let's just pull out something randomly. Okay, this is by Frances of Assisi, and this is Create, Share, Inspire Notebook, Volume 1, Issue 4. quote by Francis of Assisi on page 26, "A single sunbeam is enough to drive away many shadows." Isn't that wonderful? Yes. All it takes is a little positivity to get rid of some shadows. Very, very true. All it takes is a little bit to get started, and every little bit helps something else. We are running late now to go to our live premiere for Callie Mae tutorial video part 2. If you want to pop over there right now, Judy has already posted a link to it, and I will just say thank you to Francis of Assisi for that great reminder that a little positivity always counts. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed all the show and tell, chatting with me and everyone else. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you for the live premiere in a minute, and then I'll see you on Monday for the next episode of the Kristin Omdahl Show.